What we are looking at on the screen right now is probably the best Forex trading backtest software that is on the market today. Today we're talking about Forex Tester, who has actually sponsored this video. And you guys know if I take on a sponsor, it's because I really like their product. And this product is no joke, by far the best one I've come across for testing and backtesting your trading strategies. What it allows you to do is to test your hypothetical strategies or theories about the market on basically real historical data to test your concept. So for example, let's just say if I wanted to take a buy trade, I could actually do a market order right now on the pound dollar. I don't have a reason to do this, so we'll see if it actually makes money or anything like that. But you can see I actually just took a trade on this theoretical data, and just by pressing resume, we can actually see how the trade would have developed and how my trading strategy would have held up, or in this case, not held up, right? The whole point is you can risk nothing and practice your concepts without waiting for days and months and longer to try it out on a real demo account. The idea is it takes you back in time and allows you to press start and pause on trading trading candlesticks and see how your strategies would have developed. Let's say you have a breakout strategy that you want to try. This is the software for you. Let's say you're looking for trend following concepts and you want to try it on the pound dollar or the euro dollar. This is the software for you. Like I said, it allows you to go back in time and test out your concepts. So let's talk more about the different features that this awesome software has for you. Okay, so a couple things I want to point out. Number one, it expedites that whole process. Like we said, if you want to test a concept, you don't have to test it for weeks on a demo account. You can actually just use this thing, press start and pause on your trades and see how things would have progressed in historical real data pulled from the markets. That's a huge perk, and it allows you to, again, expedite that backtesting. And on top of that, you don't have to calculate. The thing I've always done with backtesting, which has been a little bit strenuous, is manually writing out and testing concepts and then calculating at the end how things would have done. But you don't have to do that anymore with this software. What this software does is we can pull up the account history. I'll show you this. So what this does is it tracks how your performance was. You can see I've taken a couple different theoretical trades so far on the account, just playing around, just seeing how things work. And what it does is it keeps track of all of this. So again, you're running this backtesting without writing everything down and using a calculator and punching out your backtesting results. You can actually just track it all through this software, which is actually the coolest thing I've seen for backtesting so far in the Forex market. I'm telling you, this software, had I had this would have sped up my process of learning trading by so much. So because you're able to press start and stop, essentially what that allows you to do is you don't have forward knowledge of what's going to happen next, which a lot of times when you're backtesting, it can be very easy to tempt yourself and just look at what would happen next and screw up your whole backtesting results. Really, ideally, if you're backtesting truthfully, you want to be able to see exactly, only the data that you would have been able to see at the time so that you get a realistic expectation. So there you go. I just closed out a small loss on this little trade here on the pound dollar, this theoretical idea. But again, I can't see what's going to happen next. So I have to use my concepts and apply them on real data to see how it would work. So for example, I'm taking random trades here. I really don't know, what I'm doing. Let's say I just took a sell this time. Oh wait, did I take a sell accidentally? No, I took a buy. Okay, yeah, I was about to say we would have unexpectedly taken profit. So let's say that I want to go ahead and this time I'm going to set some pending orders with this. And let's say I want to go ahead and risk something like 70 pips and I want to target 100, right? Let's just go ahead and go with that. So if we then go here and let's say I want to zoom in so I can see price a little bit better. Again, this is basically built very similar to MetaTrader 4, or it's like a shell of MetaTrader 4. So we can actually see a lot of the same stuff that we might trade. I can change the time frame similar to it. I can speed up or slow down or even pause the thing. And you can see I took a very quick loss on that. I don't know why I must have messed up the orders there, but again, what we can do here is we can speed this up to our liking. If you want to go faster, if you want to go slower and take your time, you can do that, right? Which is all very, very cool. With the full version of this, you get 20 years of real historical price action data on the different charts that you're looking at. And with the free version, which you guys can get down below in the description, there is a free version. You can get up to, I believe it's 1 month of data, I believe, which is still good to get started and to try out the platform. And if you like it, then you can go for the full version, which they've set me up with. And I'm telling you guys, it is worth the price. It is so incredibly good for the price that they're offering. You get access to all this historical data. You can test for hours and hours and hours. and find your edge without risking a penny. That's the entire appeal of this platform. No question. You can put all your indicators that you want. You can play around with several different things. They have all these abilities to do your testing with. Like, there is no limitations in terms of graphics, indicators, things that you can use when applying that. So for example, let's say I just wanted to add a horizontal line, like I wanted to level, mark this level. I can do so. All those same features that you might be looking. You can even make a triangle. Hey, if your trading strategy involves triangles, by all means, now you can draw triangles. If you want to go for indicators, let's say, for example, that you're trying to add some moving averages, right? We could just go a colored moving average. That's kind of cool. We could just apply the default, and there you go. You have a moving average that's showing you could scroll back in time and see how things would have done. And there you go, you have a moving average. So you can change that, I'm sure. Just like with MetaTrader 4, you can essentially edit the moving average. You can change the parameters. It's very much just a version of MetaTrader 4 built specifically and harnessed towards backtesting, which is really, really so cool. So for example, if I wanted to change that to the 100 MA, there it is, applied, and now I've got the 100 moving average, which I can use in my testing going forward. Let's say I want to switch to the 30-minute chart. It has all the time frames monthly down to 1 minute. So if you're a scalper or you're a super long-term trader, both are available. So again, we can press play, we can see how things progress. And again, let's take another theoretical trade here. Let's just say I'm buying the support level and I choose to apply these levels. Let's say I want to apply that. So let's make that stop loss bigger. So we could just set that. There we go. Apply that. And then let's say I put in 1,000 here. Apply that. And there we go. So now we have a theoretical trade. We can just go ahead and click buy on that. And there it is. So now we're in the trade. Our stop is down here. Our target is up here, and we just press play, right? And let's see if we take a third loss. I mean, I'm not really trying to really show you guys a strategy right now. In future videos, we will do that, which will be really fun. I'll go over some concepts and then we'll actually test it using this software. We've got a couple videos planned with Forex Tester. Of course, they're sponsoring this stuff. And like I said, I only go through with concepts or products that I really think are genuinely a huge perk to our audience. So I'm really excited to see what you guys think about this software. There's more that I want to talk to you about though. Let me show you some more perks. This is really cool. So you can actually, there's a way to do, let me see if I can do the windows. There it is. Tile vertically, right? So let's say I actually wanted to open up more than one chart at the same time. I can actually do that. So now we've got pound dollar. We can switch this over to, let's see if we do the 4-hour view. And now we can actually go ahead and do our data. Let's do charts. Tile vertically. And there we go. Now we can see it on 2 different time frames. So let's say I want to look and test on the 30-minute chart, but I also want to see the 4-hour chart. This is, again, revolutionary. It's so cool. You can use, for your backtesting, a lot of times you have to choose one time frame, but really ideally you want to look at multiple time frames like you would in a real backtesting environment. Dun, da, da, da. This is the awesome component that Forex Tester has for you. So you can actually look at more than one time frame at the same time. So now you can see, what looked decent on a 30-minute chart. I probably wouldn't have been buying in this kind of market if it's just crashing and crashing and crashing, right? We can see a downtrend on the 4-hour chart. And again, that's something that I've never been able to really do in my backtesting, at least not really well like this, where I can put 2 windows up next to each other and basically get an idea of what the 2 different timeframes are telling me. What do I think on the 4-hour? Are we trending higher? What do I think on the 30-minute chart? Is there an entry opportunity? Again, very cool to be able to look at multiple timeframes at the same time. So with all that said, one more thing that I want to talk about in terms of like risk management, things like that. Whenever you're setting up a trade, this thing, I kind of brushed over this, but it's really cool that it allows you to just, select pip counts and apply those to your trades. No like detailed calculations or anything like that to set where your stop loss would have been or anything like that. You can set your lot size. You can calculate with risk, which is so nice, right? You can set your risk percentage that you'd like to set on the trade. So let's say you're back testing a concept in which you trade with 3% risk. It can automatically calculate that for you, which is really cool in terms of your lot size. Instead of calculating it, it has a built-in calculator to try and use that for your risk management practice. practicing. On top of that, they give you detailed analysis of how your trading is going. You can probably see recently, not so hot, taking a couple different losses on that. But again, they give you that detailed ideas of what your account history is looking like, just like with MetaTrader 4, which can be helpful when you're going through and being like, okay, well, where was I making mistakes? What was I doing right, etc. So that after your backtesting, you can actually go through and get an idea of how things would have done. Okay, another thing that's really cool about Forex Tester's platform is they actually have courses built into their platform, which can be very helpful. So not only are you able to test concepts and apply your thoughts onto historical data, but you can actually learn things that might be helpful to you to bring into your backtesting. So for example, if we click on that, we can actually get the intermediate, advanced, and basic courses just by clicking there, which is really cool. So for example, if I go to the basic courses, check this out. If I click start, look at all of these things that you can go through on your own time. It's cool because it gives you access to not only a platform where you can test all your concepts, but also where you can learn things to try out in your backtesting. So for example, how does Forex trading work? What is traded on Forex? What are crosses? What are exotics? Some great questions being answered here. What is free margin, margin call? What is your balance? What is your equity? Things that new traders definitely could benefit from. And like I said, had I had access to this early on in my trading, this would have been amazing, right? Because this is so helpful. It gets you started in the right direction and get you right into the lab of testing concepts, which so many traders neglect, and probably why that's so many traders actually end up losing money. Okay, so if we take a look at the strategy section also, this is a little bit more advanced, but something really cool. You can actually do some really exciting things with like their EAs and strategy optimizer stuff. So let's say you do have a strategy and you would like to create your own EA. Well, there's a way to create your own EA. They have this linked up. It's the Easy Forex Builder, which is cool. So you can build your strategies even without knowing how to code. You can basically drag and drop and build your own programs. And then once you have programs, you can actually add in a strategy. You can upload it here and use the optimizer so that their AI-based robot concept here can essentially help you to optimize strategies and to test them in a quick fashion to get a better idea of how your strategy would have performed and maybe how you could prepare it for future market expectations. One more thing I should add about the charts and things that you can do within Forex Tester. Not only do they support Forex, but they actually also have cryptocurrencies that you can spend time testing, as well as 568 different stocks, which is really cool. So you can take those concepts that you're trying out in Forex, then maybe go test them on currencies, cryptocurrencies, as well as stocks, and see how things do overall and get an idea of maybe where your edge lies and where it kind of breaks down and is not so successful. Maybe you have a concept that works really well in FX and not so well in crypto, or the inverse. You have something that doesn't work so well in FX, but maybe it works really well trading Bitcoin or altcoins or things like that. With all that said, you guys, I think Forex Tester, like I said, is probably the #1 in terms of the current backtesting softwares that are available on the Forex marketplace. I would highly encourage you to give this thing a shot. If nothing else, download the free version and try it out. But if you choose to go forward with it, if you're serious about your backtesting, if you're serious about your trading, I really would encourage people to try out this product. And if you like it, get the premium version. There's a link down below in the description if you'd like to get access, and a discount code there that will help you out to get in on the action and start trading with Forex Tester. Stop blowing your real accounts and start practicing on concepts that you could then apply to real concepts later if you feel comfortable, if they go well, if you find something that works for you. This is the best way to find it. So again, link is down below in the description. I would love it if you guys let me know what you think about Forex Tester once you get a chance to try it out, and we'll see you next time. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. There are more videos available on our channel here and here, so go ahead and click into that for some more free trading content. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time.